Good morning, everybody. It is November the 8th, okay? And do you know what that means? It's your girl's birthday.
So can I be the first one to say it on the live? Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you.
Happy 26th birthday to
Ooh,
you.
yes, I receive it.
So before we get started, y'all know who I am. I'm Derrick Forston. I'm Mr. ILF. We're going to teach y'all a bunch of stuff. But before we get too far, it's Shay's birthday. So we're going to act up about that just for a few minutes. Shay, how you feel today?
I feel blessed, honestly. Super excited to be here, right? I haven't been live this whole week since we've been back, and I'm just excited to be in the studio on my birthday. I have the opportunity to share information on my birthday. Like, I'm living, I'm breathing, I can speak, I can walk, I have all of my faculties in order. Listen, I am blessed and highly favored and just excited to be able to share another year with you.
Good stuff. And believe it or not, y'all, we still going live. So if y'all don't know us, man, we're super consistent. And even though it's Shay's birthday and we got a whole day full of stuff
we do
that we gonna get into, non-work related. We gonna lay low today. We gonna hang out.
So we ain't spending the whole day with y'all.
And Shay says when we leave today. So let's get that clear. Can two of y'all type in the chat, Derrick, you don't run the show today. And Shay says when you guys end this, which means that she's saying 3 minutes, babe,
it's time
we gotta go.
No,
I'm gonna go, y'all. Other than that, guys, just so that you know that this is not a replay, because we do play those as well when we're on the go, but we're live. Today is November the 8th, and it's Shay's birthday. So Shay, back on you, and we can go in any direction you want.
I am grinning because Hermie is one of my VAs, and he is up where he should be resting, and he just came over to wish me a happy birthday.
Morning,
thank you, Hermie.
Morning. Appreciate that, sir.
Thank you.
Latrell's also here.
Stop. Oh my
Good morning, Latrell.
The Grant aficionado is in the building. Thank you guys so much. This is fun. Oh, my team.
That's
my team. Oh, God.
Guys, our team is in the Philippines.
This is so sweet. Y'all are gonna make me cry. Don't
so
do that.
Where it's 10:05 a.m. where I live at,
yes,
it's 10:05
thank y'all so much.
p.m. where they live at.
Jennifer, Jess,
that's Jennifer. So you ready to hear about how we start ILFs? It's coming. We just got to celebrate the queen today.
Yeah.
Like, can we celebrate the queen for a few minutes? And she can take as long as she wants to get ready to do that.
So Latrell said ADF, DFS, FC, VA family representing. Happy birthday. Here. Thank you guys.
Good stuff.
Listen, can I tell you something? And before we get started, I'm going to say this. We are truly blessed. Our virtual assistant team is not just staff, they are family. You hear us talk about this all the time.
That's Jamie. Is that our Jamie?
Yeah.
Or is that a new Jamie?
No, that's my Jamie.
That's Jamie. There's Mar.
Right.
This is our entire team, as Shay is in tears just about, guys. Again, man, when you got a good team, because I often say this, man, you guys congratulate me all the time. You guys are always congratulating, uplifting Shay. But guys, without God and this team of VAs that we have, we would be baloney.
Yeah, they got me in tears over here.
Like we would be baloney. So it kind of makes us really happy when they reach out and do stuff like that.
It's cool.
So
like they are. Let me tell you this though, Derrick, before we get started. I had an amazing meeting with Hermie and Alex that run pretty much Digital Flow Solutions yesterday. And it was so exciting to see their excitement on the growth of Digital Flow Solutions to where they take onus in the businesses that we steward together, right? So I just, again, thank y'all for showing up.
Somebody said that their son is 33 today, so y'all share the same birthday.
Wow. I actually have I share my birthday with my godfather. And since I was a little girl, we always play this game of who's going to call who first for their birthday. Well, for the last 2 years, for the last 5.5, 6 years, I've been winning. But the last 2 years, I have flunked badly. Okay. And not because I've done so by choice. My godfather has been going to England for his birthday. So he has me by 5 hours, right? So he's been whooping me good for the last 2 years. So he got me early this morning at about 5:30 to wish me a happy birthday. But then I also have a close friend. We're like sisters. We were born on the same day in the same hospital in New York. Um,
Yep.
and our parents don't know each other. Never like well, they knew each other after we met, but we met in college in New York. And so cool. But yeah, so guys, I am a Bermudian by way of New York, just so you know. I was born in New York, but I was raised all my life in New York. Just so you know. But yeah, I'm
And
excited to be
I,
here.
this country boy from Florida, get to
Yeah.
reap all the benefits of this island woman, which I
Both.
so appreciate.
Yeah.
And one of the things that super attracted to me, which you guys will hear more about on our other channel,
Yeah.
which is called Married to the Mission, was Shay's accent. Now, she keeps it pretty on the American side with you all here.
Subtle.
But some of y'all can even hear her accent, but that's one of the first things that draw me to Shay. Of
Yeah.
course, her look, and we'll talk about that pool party
On the
on
other
our
channel.
other channel. But her accent immediately hooked me because she's Bermudian. So
yeah.
anyway, thank y'all so much for joining us today. We super appreciate it. If you are joining us now, you probably love God, you love people, and you love real estate.
Yeah.
You just happen to find us on the day where we're celebrating the queen of the ILFs. Her birthday is today. So again, we're going to go in any direction that Shay wants to go in. Check on LaShanta because I think she said that she can't hear
Are
anymore.
you good now, LaShanta? Probably because of all of the bells and horns.
And we're super excited because we just came off of our Jacksonville event. So raise your hand or put some kind of emojis in the chat if you were live with us in Jacksonville. In fact, type the word me if you wish you would have came. So we're going to talk about some of that kind of stuff, and we're going to talk about some things in terms of what was done at that event and what happens when people move at the speed of instruction.
Yeah.
We also have a special guest today. I'm also going to answer a bunch of questions, but I also want to remind everybody that whether you made it to the Jacksonville event now, and as this room is growing, and I'm so glad it is because I want to make sure everybody hears it at the same time, we got an absolute free masterclass coming up November the 12th.
Correct.
And if Mark can put it in the chat, because Jess is supposed to be off, Jennifer is supposed to be off, Jamie is supposed to be off, Hermie is supposed to be off, Alex is supposed to be sleeping.
Everybody's
so
here.
Marielle is the only one that should probably be here. Mark, can you do me a favor and help these people with the link? Because I want to make sure everybody gets that link to the free masterclass November the 12th. Is via Zoom. So that means you can come in your pajamas, your work clothes, because it's at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
So I made this real convenient. November the 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be live on Zoom, and my team is going to drop the link in the chat. But also, I'll admit, guys, I'm doing this for the ILF Academy.
Right.
That's our free Facebook group. That's over 8,000 people in it. And the sad part, y'all, out of the 8,000 people, 7,000 people don't even know Shay and I run it.
They sure don't.
That's a problem to me. So we're going to change
yeah.
it. And because of that, you guys get the benefit. So you guys can either wait till you get the link here, or please subscribe to the Facebook free group. It's called the ILF Academy. And it's plastered all over that thing. And if you and I are also not friends, befriend me at Facebook at Derrick Forston, because my team puts a lot of stuff there too.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that you all get that link. Can you type yes in the chat if you plan on coming to the master class and you tired of people hiding it? You've been searching for it and praying for it. Type the word me in the chat if you look forward to coming November the 12th via Zoom. Right in your living room, Shay and I going to bring the game to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay?
I'm excited about that. That's going to be good stuff.
So another thing, Shay, I already got 5 questions already geared up that were sent in to us. So I'm also going to answer those. But I also want to know, because I never like to just take for granted that people just know us and know who we are. Anybody that's new to us that have no clue who I am, or you guys are newer to the concept of this ILF model, because I want to give you guys a brief intro without boring y'all, but I like to always show people where it came from. So type in the chat new if you're new to me, like you met me in the last 7 days. You found me on social media in the last 2 weeks. You found me this morning because of all the stuff we put out. Type in the chat new if that's you. Because I'm actually letting the birthday girl do it today.
What?
I usually do it. I'm going to let Shay give the intro of what this is, how we got started, and then now we jump into how you get in.
I don't know if you want to do that today.
I don't want to do that today?
You can do it.
I'm trying to give the birthday girl all the privileges because y'all used to hearing me do it.
So, okay, so let's do it.
Or are you so overwhelmed by this goodness?
I am, honestly.
You want to just chime in like normal?
Let me chime in like normal because I like the birthday calls and text messages are going bananas over here in the phone.
So can y'all let Shay deal with that while I talk to
you do that, please.
The Tolliver family. I want to talk to who is that? The Lockhart family. Anybody else new to me? The Allen family, are you guys new to me? Miss Nisi, are you also new to me?
Yeah.
Because I never just take for granted. Y'all just know who we are. Like, I wake up every morning, y'all, with the mindset that says, Derrick, don't nobody know you, bro. Nobody knows you, Derrick. But how can you change that today?
Yeah.
And through my coaching, it's through social media and what we call shaking hands and kissing babies.
That you have to do.
So it's kind of like that whole presidential campaign where people run for office. Remember back in the day, they always talked about shaking hands and kissing babies. That's what we believe in. And I'm finding out through coaching over all of these years, some of y'all are afraid to get in front of that camera. And some of y'all are afraid to go and introduce yourself in this product that you have, which is housing. Yeah. But Empire Cash Cartel, no, I'm sorry, that ain't Empire Cash. Empire Cash Car Rental. Just give me time. I get it.
You said cartel.
They're probably saying, whoa, there. I'm not a cartel, bro. So thank y'all for telling me that you're new because simply what I'm getting ready to do, and Shay, you can bring up Miss LaShanta anytime. Like, I don't even know when you're doing that.
Yeah, we can bring her up now.
Watch this brief intro, right? Because I want to just show all of these new people, and y'all gonna be proud of me. This story I'm getting ready to give y'all used to take me 2 hours to tell it. I've been doing pretty good now. And now it only takes me about 2 minutes because what I've learned over time, that story in the beginning ain't so important. But if I don't show you where it came from, some of y'all have a hard time believing it. So watch this real fast. Most of y'all know that an independent living facility, or if you don't, watch me teach it. In November the 12th, I'm going to go so deep. I'm going to spend probably 3 or 4 hours, y'all. Like, I'm going to go crazy because it's my last coaching of the year. November the 12th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. My team has dropped the link in the chat, and they'll continue to do that.
Also, when they text more info to 407-326-0086, you also get the link to sign up.
They got scrolling down there below.
Yeah. So if you text more info, it's also a part of that more info automation.
Yep.
So don't text a whole soliloquy, right? Or a whole story. Just text the phrase,
just 2 words, more info
to the phone number 407-326-0086, and you'll automatically get the link to sign up for the free event.
And what's cool, Shay, they'll actually get the webinar and the link to the master class. Correct. So if you're really smart, you actually watch the webinar first right away, and then we'll see you on the 12th.
Yeah, and the 12th is more of an educational form, right? Deep. The webinar is more just an overview of what this is, how it pans out, like the dollars and cents of it, but the actual webinar, the actual masterclass is exactly that,
all your
masterclass where you have an opportunity to ask questions and we'll answer them. So just be prepared for a night of info, okay?
Yep.
That's what we do for our masterclass.
Yep, because our goal is to make sure that you guys leave with every question that you have answered. So my goal is that you come with a notebook full of questions, and I knock out about 98% of your stuff just through my presentation. Exactly. And then I'm going to open it up and probably do 50 questions in 50 minutes.
Ooh,
but today, I like that. But one more time. Now, last question, I'm going to get into teaching. How many of y'all would also say that, Derrick, man, I've been praying for something just like this, bro, but people have been hiding it. Mm-hmm. Derrick, I've always wanted to help people and get involved in real estate. So we call this from idea to implementation, because most of y'all got the idea, you just kind of didn't know where to start. So really quickly on Shay's birthday today, and ILF is just simply a shared environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. He gonna meet y'all big brother. Can y'all put a number 7 in the chat if you can see my pictures? Because y'all know I ain't super techie, and I want to just make sure that I got them up and y'all can see it. You should see me in a tie at my desk praying that God get me off of this job. Now, some of y'all got great jobs, and my coaching to you, you keep your job. We're going to nickname you Double Up. Because if you got a good job that don't bother you, they don't get on your nerves, you go when you get ready and you leave when you want to, you keep your job. Damon House, I don't want you to leave your job if you got a good one. But this is me praying to God like most of y'all, I'm ready to go. But when I took a Saturday, probably 9 years ago, to went to go see what these places look like, because nobody wanted to teach me. See, I'm going real fast. I was begging people to teach this. And when they refused to, and I'm coming home to crying and shake every day, babe, nobody want to teach me. Babe, nobody want to show me. I took one Saturday and I said, let me go and see, because you the social worker, dummy Derrick. Just go and see for yourself. Guys, this is what I saw. Beds on the ground, burnt up kitchens, people sleeping in front of the kitchen stove. The devil is a liar. And this same girl that's housing people in these conditions, y'all, and I'm done with this story already, she was making $41,000 a month doing it. How many of you all, if you was making 41 grand a month, that'll change your life just a little bit? And what I do respect about this lady, y'all, and I'm almost done with this story, she kept it real with me. She says, Derrick, I'll never teach you how to do this, bro. You keep being a social worker and you send me these people. Can y'all see the beds on the ground? Shauna, can you see those beds on cinder blocks? I jokingly say this all the time, but I'm serious. If you don't have your glasses on today, those are cinder blocks that are holding one of those beds up. The other bed is on the dadgum floor. How could you make $41,000 a month and allow people to live in this? So November the 12th, I'm going to teach y'all how we do this the opposite way of this, and how do you become the preferred vendor in your city. 5 of y'all write the word in the chat, preferred vendor in my city. 5 more of y'all write in Jesus' name. When I told Katara this 3 years ago, she didn't know what I was talking about. I said, Katara, one day you're going to be called what we refer to as the preferred vendor. She said, Derrick, what is that? Meaning that when they get a need for housing, they call you.
You're the one that fulfills it.
Does that make sense, everybody, so far? And again, my my TikTok people, you guys are super active, but y'all can only see that one picture. Come to YouTube. Now, if y'all want to stay, no problem. But I'm showing people the rats and roaches that a lady was doing and making 41 grand a month doing it. And because I knew you guys weren't going to believe me, the Tolliver family, nothing against y'all, but I knew you weren't going to believe me. Ms. Z, you have no reason to believe me as a stranger. Tracy Suggs, I knew you weren't going to believe me. Nika, you family now. You got to believe it. You're under the coaching now. You sat under this long, you said, boy, I got to get in this now, Derrick. You and your mom, Mary, jumped in and had y'all first call 2 days ago.
That's so good.
But Mr. Q, U4TR0, bro, I knew you weren't going to believe me, so I took pictures of it. Shay still got the video today of one of the walkthroughs of this house where the guy said, man, y'all come here to help us.
He was so.
He said, you won't believe how bad my back hurt sleeping on that bed.
That was crazy. And he was a military veteran. And to be able to take him from that position of being on cinder blocks to now being in an actual bed with rails was absolutely phenomenal. So Derrick, we finish your story because we've got a guest, and I want to make sure.
I only wanted to show them where it came from, and now today we make it look like this, and we go all over the world teaching it now. Bring up Miss LaShanta Porter.
Yeah, so let's do so.
Because I want to talk about like all of this teaching that we do online. We have these live events. I want to explain something that I've been doing at these new events. But even before I get too deep into it, can everybody give Miss LaShanta Porter? She's the first person in our new studio to be on stage with us. We can actually hear her too.
Right. So let's do a mic check, Miss LaShanta. I want to make sure that everybody can hear you. When ahead and say hello and just say hello, everybody, and introduce yourself really quickly. Just give them name and then because it's a little bit of a delay. So we just want to make sure that they can all hear you just as well as we can. So go ahead.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is LaShante Porter.
Can
All
everybody
right.
hear
Let us know.
LaShante?
Yeah.
Type in the chat if you can hear her. I only need one of y'all to say it, and I'm good.
Exactly. So, Derrick, so while we're waiting.
Guys, I'm speaking right now, and I'm sure y'all can hear me, but did anybody hear LaShante Porter just introduce herself?
But let me see how far the delay is. Yes,
Tracy
we can hear
yes.
her.
Thank you,
Awesome. See, I did it, y'all. Derrick don't have to beat me up on my birthday. He's been begging to hear in the studio.
If you don't get this thing right on your birthday, I'm gonna bust you right on camera.
Please. I knew exactly what we had to get, but it was just getting somebody to get what we needed to get. You know what I'm saying?
We got it.
So we have it, and we are here in the studio with Miss LaShante Porter. Yes.
So I tell you what, even before I give my story, sis, tell the people who you are again. What's the name of your program? How did you find us?
Yeah.
And then I'll take it from there, and me and you will go back and forth.
All right. So again, I am newly wed. So my name is LaShante Porter Ingram.
Nice.
I actually found you guys on TikTok, and the name of my company. Yep, found you on TikTok, and you said go to YouTube, and so I just went down a rabbit hole on YouTube. But the name of my company is Honey J's Comfort and Care. I know I had named my company before I actually met you guys. And it was actually just named after my grandmother who I was taking care of. So this is actually part of her dream. And I found you guys, I think it was back in April. And I had to take care of her, and I actually lost her. She passed away, so I had to step away and get myself together. Still was posting here and there, keeping up with you guys. And I was like, you know what, it's go time. I really got to do what I need to do. And I seen that you guys was coming to Jacksonville. And so I went to the event, and I said, you know, today is going to be the day I'm going to do everything they said they do. I've already had the CRM system. I was posting. I was like, it's no need to keep paying for this if you're not going to actually do it. If you're saying you want to really help, you need to do it. And so I just took the leap of faith. Started just looking for homes. I seen realtors posted on Facebook about the home that I actually inquired, and I reached out. And he was said, well, are you available? I said, I'm available tomorrow. And it went from there.
So that last 15 seconds of her story, she kind of jumped in front of me because I wanted to gear that part up.
So
watch this, y'all. Oh my God, there's so many points that she made that I could just do a whole coaching on. I'm gonna try to be careful. Because first of all, sorry for your loss.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It's like I kind of remember that because I'm watching you. My team is watching your page. So we're seeing your progression. So, but guys, I talk about this all the time, that life is going to happen. LaShante couldn't kind of predict that. Sometimes when we have loved ones that may be elderly or something, and you kind of know it, but life will hit all of us. But what I like most about what she said, she took time off, took care of family, and jumped back in the game.
Yeah.
Some of us, and this is not to beat y'all up, some of us stump our big toe, and we take 6 weeks off, and then we quit and never come back.
Yeah.
She lost somebody, took a break, took care of family, took care of herself, and came back. That's that thing that I always talk about, meaning do it anyway.
Yeah.
When you don't feel well, do it anyway. When somebody passes away, do it anyway. When your haters and your friends are against you, do it anyway. Absolutely. Never mind that. Watch this. She invested in herself. She bought the DIY product, which says to me, she says, Derrick, I don't need you to hold my hand. I can read, I can watch videos. And Derrick, like I'm pretty sharp. I often joke with you guys that y'all supposed to choose the coaching package according to your learning style. Mm-hmm. Joke's on me, but I'm a little bit of a knucklehead, y'all. I need to be told things a few times before I get it. I want you to hold my hand in the beginning. I don't want your DIY. I'll be honest. I take a lot of coaching myself. Shay and I got a coaching coming up right now that we paid 10 grand for.
Yeah.
He had a DIY version. I didn't want that. I want to be able to call that joker. But back to her, the point of this, she purchased the DIY and then still came to Jacksonville. So invested in herself again.
Right.
It came to the live event, came around like-minded people, and watch this, and I'm going to give it back to her. I started this new thing because it's something I did many years ago. Before I had a house, while I was broken and disgusted, all of that stuff, begging God to change my life, I went to Facebook, and I encourage all of y'all to do this. And I want you to pick a date. And I told the people at the Jacksonville event, I said, only you and God know the day you will get this house. But if you don't give him something to work with, how will God know how fast you want to move?
Right. Yeah.
So I told God 10 years ago, and if you go on my Facebook page right now, 10 years back, you will see a post that says this. What's up, Facebook family? Second Chance will have his first facility in 90 days. Guys, that wasn't true.
Right. Right.
But so to speak, yes, it was, because I was calling these things that be not as though they were. That's in that good book called the Bible.
Hold on too, Derrick.
Ahead,
you were also actively doing the work. So it wasn't like you were just putting this word out there into the atmosphere and not doing the work, right?
Correct.
Faith without works is what?
Dead.
Right. Yeah. So you were still putting the work, you were still putting your faith to action. You were adding action steps. You gave God something to work with. Right. So now go back to what happened at the event, because you did it. Yeah.
I told everybody to write it down. So if you've ever been to one of our events, Shay is genius. She bought these tent cars that are like plastic.
The heavy
Most time when you go to events, they'll give you a tent car made out of paper. It's a one use. We bought the one you can write on. And watch this, y'all. Dummy me didn't tell the photographer to get a picture of it, because everybody done this. Look, Shantae, I hope you did it yourself and took a picture of it. See how smart she is?
Good.
I said, everybody write down right now, whether that's 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it is you're believing God for. And I'm going to ask y'all in about 2 minutes. She wrote that down. I'm going to let her tell you what she wrote down and then what God did, and she can finish this story.
Yeah, go for it.
Sis, tell the people, first of all, what did you think about that when I asked everybody to do it?
At the event,
Second of all, what did you write? And then let's keep going.
Well, when I first heard you say it, I was like, oh God, like I've been through this before. I tried to find a home. I was told no. And I was going to put 90 days. And then I heard God say, you pushing it. Like, that's too far. Like, do you really want it? So I was like, okay, I'm going to do 60 days. So I did 60 days, and I wrote 60 days, and I erased it, and I wrote 1/1/2025. I was like, okay, you got to be specific. You know, when you pray, you got to say exactly what you want. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do 1/1/2025. And so I'm sorry, yeah, 2026. I didn't.
Look, don't mess me up. I'm like, wait a minute.
And so I wrote that on there. I even told the ladies at the table, I was like, I'm gonna have my house become the beginning of the year. And so I was like, we're gonna have crazy faith. And I did take the number of my part, and I was like, let's do crazy faith. Let's do crazy faith. And when I left the event, I just, like I said, full throttle, was looking for homes. And I actually viewed that home on Wednesday. So it was like 4 days later, I ended up getting the home and getting the yes.
Tell y'all type wow in the chat.
So I'm going to give Derrick a teaching lesson real quick. So when you hit your bells, you could hear that you can't hear yourself anymore. So nobody else can hear you.
Okay.
So let that simmer for a minute.
Wow.
Dang. Like,
can 10 of y'all write wow in the chat, first of all, because I also believe, right? And y'all can call me whatever you want to. I'm no pastor, I'm no preacher, and I'm not a bishop. But I believe because she invested in herself.
Correct.
With the coaching, she came to a live event and she put words in action. Somewhere in that good book, it says, write the vision and make it plain.
Yeah.
So that he that readeth it can move at the speed of instruction.
And run with it.
God, that's literally what she did.
Yeah.
How many of y'all think that is pretty cool about, because I'm getting ready to ask all of y'all right now. And I would love a response right now. But if you're somebody that has a spouse and you say, Derrick, you know what? Let me get with my husband on that first, because I want us to be in agreement. But I would love to see 10 people in the chat right now that may be a single mom, a single guy, or maybe you just got you a boo thing for right now. And you guys still make individual decisions. But if you're a couple, I'm going to say maybe wait till you get with your spouse. But right now, put in the chat.
It's a whole bunch of
how many days from today? Because I'm going to call this your first day of meeting me. Also, remember what she said, guys. She found me in April through TikTok. And my TikTok people that's going to hear me right now, you guys can only see one picture. Y'all should come to YouTube and see Miss LaShante Porter, who just got married and her whole life finna change.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such perfect timing for you, sis. How long ago you got married?
I actually got married in May.
In May? Congratulations. Like, you newly married.
Yeah.
To both of y'all. Guys, met me in April, got the DIY, came to the Jacksonville and went, what, 1 week ago today?
Yeah.
We were speaking on stage right now 1 week ago today. Am I lying, Shay?
No, not
I'm lying.
We were there, but we weren't.
Oh, no, you're right, because
we started at 11. Yeah.
I'm in the back nervous right now. LaShante don't know it, but I'm in the back sweating, hands all greasy.
Me, you, and Tiffany.
I do this for a living, y'all, but every time right before I speak, I get nervous as a hamster.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, put in the chat right now, how many days from today will you and God decide you're going to get your
They're
first
coming
place?
in. They're already
30?
coming in.
Is it 60?
Yeah.
And watch this. Don't let me bully you into 90 days if you know you need 6 months.
Right.
Only you know you. But watch this. LaShante said she told God 90. God told her, See, that's her own relationship.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Like, oh, I love that.
Having an inclined ear. And I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I said to her, I said, funny thing about it, sometimes we're so quick to talk that we don't take that moment to listen. And the other day I was laughing with Zakia Derrick, because I told her, I said, the other day I spent a day and I said, God, I'm going to run my mouth for the first 5 minutes of this conversation. And I said, and you've got the whole rest of this 23 hours and 50, whatever we had left. And I said, I'm just going to listen. And that day, when you trust God at his word and you do stuff like that, it's amazing what God returns to you. And this is a prime example of what LaShante did. And it's so powerful to see. She put her faith in action. Like, Derrick, we were last week this time, you had no idea we were even going to ask you to do that.
No clue.
And to today, you've got keys to that property. I mean, dang
how many bedroom, how many bath, LaShante?
So it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. So each one of the rooms will be private rooms. The primary room has a half bath. So that would be a mini suite.
Nice. And tell the people one more time, what city and state?
This is Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of you guys know this is Duval, but yes.
And let me show you something that's powerful about this. Let me show you something that's really powerful, LaShante. The fact of the matter that you've already surrounded, like that event, it was a lot of people from Jacksonville in that event. One of which is Tiffany Richardson. Yep. So if y'all haven't connected, you better connect.
Sure they did,
and I'm sure because you moved at the speed of instructions, sis. So I know you did. But again, you've now, dang it, it's powerful.
She gonna mess around and get herself some kind of scholarship, Shay. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
people that already have the DIY that move like this, you just never know what Forston Consultants may do. Jennifer's here, Marielle is here,
the whole
Shay's
team's
birthday
here.
is today, so you just never know, LaShante, what you done messed around and bumped yourself into.
Yeah,
because we respect people that move at the speed of instruction. Just like prime example, right? My team is so keen on watching certain amounts of you all when you're under our coaching, whether it's DIY or not, and they're seeing how you're moving. My team sent a video of LaShante to me this morning. Said, Derrick, look at this young lady. Not only did she do this and this and this, you guys are featuring her today, but look at this video, Derrick. She's talking about going to a conference, pouring into herself, and again, investing time to go to other places to learn stuff. Sis, you thought I didn't see that video? My team did it to me.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like this. But that's the blueprint to doing well at this.
Yeah. You can't just think that you're going to get information. What I always say, information without implementation is just plain old stagnation, right? You're not moving nowhere.
Say that one twice,
like information without implementation is complete stagnation. Like you will never move. You are a sitting pot of water with no boil whatsoever, right? When you see water boiling, you know it's about to do something. It's either going to hop out the pot or burn something, or heat up what make your cup of tea or coffee, or get ready to cook some noodles, right? So you don't want to be stagnant. Still water stinks.
Ooh, that's a t-shirt right there. Lord have mercy. Write that down, LaShante.
Oh, I already
Put
have
that
it.
in your
Stillwater
t-shirt store.
stinks.
Stillwater
Ooh,
stinks.
Shay, that might be the best one you said all year long right there, because what it means and what's behind it.
Stillwater stinks.
Can 5 of y'all put that in the chat? If you really feel what she's saying,
Yeah.
5 of y'all type that right now in the chat.
And a lot of people don't
powerful.
realize that when you are still, you are stagnant.
Still water stinks.
And guess what grows in stagnancy? Fungus, algae, bacteria. That's what happens in stillness. So like a pond, and see, I said it nicely so you won't tease me. Ponds just, is that hubby?
Yes, it is. He watched the lives. He watched everything too.
Oh Lord, Derrick done got us a dead battery, y'all. And I bet you it ain't in the studio. But listen,
y'all,
so what I'm gonna do
is I'm gonna go find my charger, because this whole thing is shut down.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back so we can get Derrick a charger up in this place. Give me 2 seconds to find us a commercial and we will be right back.
We figured out your problem. You have a great business or a great business idea. You just don't have a website. So visit digitalflowsolutions.net and get the best website in the world for only $97. And then you just pick your monthly plan. Let's get back to the content.
LaShante, you see Derrick done left everything, but it's us. Don't you worry. I'm going to take one more commercial before he comes back.
Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show.
Listen, Derrick's still sitting here talking about Stillwater stinks, y'all. So and it's true. So I said that because LaShante is a prime example of what happens, Derrick, when you move at the speed of instruction. And everybody's speed of instruction is different, right? So we don't want you to covet what LaShante has, but use it as motivation.
Yeah. Thank you, Shay, for saying that, because don't compare yourself today, right? But I'd love to say, how many of y'all would like to be like LaShante, right? And all she did, again, y'all, and trust me, I hate to make this sound like I'm dumbing down what she did, because it takes a lot of work to do this.
Right.
But guys, she moved at the speed of instruction. She realized that she wanted to get into something that she knew nothing about. Just like me, guys, like I'm taking a coaching coming up literally in a few days. Paid 10 grand for it. I know nothing about what this guy teaching, but boy, I want it.
Yeah,
because it's gonna better us, it's gonna better our life. But I wanted the one-on-one coaching. So again, no difference between me whether you get the one-on-one or the DIY. Only you know that. By LaShante getting that DIY one more time, it just says, Derrick, I don't need you to hold my hand. Derrick, I don't need that extra push. Give me that stuff, Derrick. Build my website like you promised. Give me that virtual assistant like you promised, Derrick. Give me all that paperwork when you got sued, Derrick, and you paid 8 grand for it. Give me all of that. Derrick, give me all your videos, all your curriculum. Derrick, give me everything you give your one-on-one students.
Right, absolutely.
And I understand that I can't have you. I can't call you.
Exactly.
Guys, that's the DIY.
So
again, congratulations.
I also want to ask a question. So now that you have the home, right? From the information that you learned at the event, let's talk about the event. Not the DIY, but I want to talk about from the event. What can you apply, or what have you already started to apply in this process, right? From the event itself, what information were you able to take away and run with that has helped position you to, one, get to this place that you're in?
So what I did take away was how you go into the house. So my husband and I go in branding. He has the company shirt also.
You know what I'm
So
talking.
in his trade, he's a contractor. So he already keep his tape measure on the side. So when we go in, we went opposite ways. As Derrick said,
Oh,
we
you
go in the
read that
house.
book.
One go one way, the other go the other way. And he's taking out his measuring tape, measuring the guy looking like, well, what's going on? So I'm telling him about the program, how we're government funded, how we work. And he said, oh my God, like I had several other people look at this home and I turned them away because I wanted an older couple. And the fact that your organization deal with older people, everything is a yes for me. So it's like, as I'm talking, he like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay, good. Good. I like it. I like it. I like it. And I'm like, oh wow. So anything I say, this man's like, okay, yes. And so when I was done, he was like, well, I have more property we're working on. I have friends that have property, so they're
Hold on,
actually
wait. Hold the phone.
She moving too fast, Shay. Like I'm gonna teach where she going, y'all, but boy, she jumping ahead of me.
But no, this
that's so
this
good.
is the power. And for those of you that did not join us in Jacksonville, be sure if you are new to us that you join us for this masterclass next week. Because you're going to hear a lot of some of the conversation that LaShante heard in person. We rip back the veil. Like we
go for it. 1 second?
Yeah.
What I really want Shay to say is also because I thought that's where she was going.
I'm going there, but I just wanted to specify
because you're saying it almost, but before I want to blabber it.
Go.
Guys, don't y'all realize that without the coaching, y'all don't know what to say to these people?
Yeah.
At this event and also inside of her DIY coaching, we give her the language. How do you know she knew what to say? Because even me in the beginning saying the wrong stuff, people thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
Derrick ain't renting you this house to do what?
No.
But when you speak the right language, because language is a
locator.
She swallowed her teeth. Language is a locator. You got to say the right words to the right people. But I love how she immediately started quoting the book. Because in her material, I give you all a book that's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. PPP, The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit, which gives you the exact language, how to dress, and what to say. Why do you think she said split up and go in one room with the other?
But
it's in the book.
But that's implied and that's applied instruction.
She's
too.
Following the instruction.
Hold on, that's applied
that's
instruction because if you think about it, you went very deep during that conference, during the ILF Anywhere event. And you specified that. You broke it down in such a way that she took all of that information and applied it immediately in that house.
That's good, Shay.
That's applied instruction. I love that.
Two people type in the chat, applied
But the other thing I want you all to make note of, LaShante said that the owner of the property said what? He has more property and has friends with properties. So look at this. Look, just pay attention to what just happened.
Because that's also a part of the coaching and the prayer that I pray over all of y'all. That God give you one guy that owns the whole city. 20, 30, 45 properties. So that every time you need one, he said, hey, Miss LaShante, you want another one?
I'm ready.
And blessed of her because of what her husband does. It makes complete sense. See how God putting this thing together? Are y'all seeing what God is putting together? It ain't by coincidence she married a guy that do construction, rehab.
That's right.
Walk around with a tape measure on his hip. Now, if you see me like that, I'm just pretending. I make it look good. I can't fix a thing, y'all, but I keep a tape measure on me too. Right. Shake and work a tape measure, y'all better than me.
I can work a lot of
time with numbers and 2 3/4. I don't know what none of that is. But can you see how God is putting this thing together?
I love it.
Sis, are you at that house today?
We losing your connection.
Like she might be at that place today.
She might be at the house. If she at the house, Derrick, I'm gonna be in my
what I want to do is this, right? Can 10 of y'all just type in the chat congratulations to her just one more time? Because I want to go into those questions. I want to bring her back up as well. But I just want to show our appreciation for her. Today's Saturday, y'all. She's busy. She's building an empire now. So I just want 10 more people to say congratulations and thank you to LaShante and her husband for allowing us to grill her. And we still got more to come.
Yeah, she's going to come back.
But I also want to jump into those questions that I have. And I also want everybody so far to say, Derrick, this isn't rocket science. I do get it. Because I always like to check on them in about 30 minutes of us talking. Do you guys understand so far what this is?
Yeah, talk
because
about it.
If you don't, please let me know, because we're coming back to answer questions and to go into a little bit of coaching. Remember, Shay's birthday. So whenever she said we got to leave, we gone.
It's soon too.
We're going to take one commercial break and I'm going to come back. And I want to see questions in the chat. But I also want to see, do you guys understand what this is? Or is anybody lost? And we're coming right back.
Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying this show. But just in case you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that we're telling the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word PURPOSE, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them? Everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property, we put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word PURPOSE to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
All right, good stuff. So as you guys see in the chat, LaShante, I think, dropped off. She was jumping in her car, out, but I just want to say again, thank you to her. And I hope she serves as some motivation for you all. And just again, keep in mind, she only got the DIY. LaShante just can't pick the phone up and call me.
Right, yeah. So
let me find a DIY person here right now, or IMB.
IMB,
like Mary, Nika Long, Miss Teal. I see Teal here. These people can just pick the phone and say, hey, Derrick, I'm going through this right now. What's up? Right? But LaShante actually cannot do that under that DIY. But she's showing you that she's moving at the speed of instruction. And quite frankly, guys, everything you need is in that DIY. Some people just want that hand holding. And trust me, I'm like that too. So I totally get it. Shay, on you.
I'm excited of the fact, like I said, to be able to empower people in an event like the ILF Anywhere. That was a powerful event. And I just want to talk about that really briefly. Not only do we see, people learned information, but they were able to encourage one another. They were able to foster new relationships.
Yeah.
Now, like what people don't realize is when we do the ILF Anywhere event, people get the Housing Referral Agency Business in a Box. It's a course that we only give at the ILF Anywhere event. That helps position those individuals that may not be at that state or in that position to get a house, but it teaches them and it sets them up to where they can become a referral agency and refer into those with houses. So how powerful is it that we had LaShante in a room with not only ILF owners and operators, hence Miss Tiffany Richardson, that is killing it in Jacksonville. Super congratulations to you, sis. But also now connecting her with others that were in the room that are ready to get their business going as housing referral agents. So now you got people with houses, you've got now LaShante with a house, but she's now connected with other individuals that can now refer into her house. So if you see the layers of what we bring when we do these classes or these master classes, these ILF conferences and stuff like that, the goal is that you leave out with your business in mind and with support systems around you, and that ecosystem, that group of people that can help, motivate you even in those times. So I'm excited, like, to see what's going on from this event.
Absolutely.
And to see LaShante's success and to see, where things
so early,
are
guys,
going.
It doesn't take that long. So when you guys are asking, well, Derrick, how long will it take me? That just depends on you.
Yeah.
Think about what she told you guys. Met me in April, went through a little bit of what I'm going to call a family crisis, but jumped right back on that horse. And before the year is over, got a house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to admit again, guys, a lot of that, it went towards her saying that she'll have it by a specific time.
Yeah.
I call that giving God something to work with. If you give God nothing to work with, like,
it's difficult to
he'd love to see you take that step. right? So I just commend her again for moving at the speed of instruction, and also never giving up, even when life, L-I-F-E, it's going to happen to all of us in different ways. Life stands for, to me, in the clean version, is living in a freaked up environment. Yep. The dirty version, you already know it, right? But that's life. This world is crazy. Mm-hmm. Look at this economy. And what I've been telling a lot of people, and I'm standing on it, your job isn't guaranteed, but the need for housing is. So if you don't figure out how you can get into real estate, and I ain't talking about fixing, flipping, buying a house 20% down. Forget all of that. I coach that too. Forget that right now. Yeah. How can we go and rent a dadgone place, connect with social workers and case managers, and take people from homeless to hopeful in a rental property? So if you just join me, we don't own these places. Now, Shay and I have been in this so long now that we do buy them now. But guys, I rented for a long time and still rent places. Does that make sense, everybody? So everything that you've seen so far, whether you're nonprofit or for-profit like me and Shay, on this screen is called the private suite. Shay, can you explain the 3 or 4 models that you often love to talk about? And then I'm going to go into those questions.
So I'm going to go back to LaShante. She says she has a private mini suite. Did you hear what she said?
Come on.
So that's again learning and implementing what you learned. But for me, my ILFs, I don't just say I provide shared housing or shared rooms. That is not the language I use. So my housing program at the Angela Denise Foundation provides a private suite, a private accommodation, and then we have a shared suite. And then we have just our shared accommodation. So you'll never hear me say, oh, I have shared rooms at this amount. No, I have different types of accommodations. I'm like a hotel. You can have a mini suite, a double king, a double queen, like all of that. You want to make sure that you're packaging this the right way to make it palatable. A lot of people get so, I had a conversation yesterday with a young lady, and she says, how do I market my shared room to adults? I said, that's where you're having the issue. If you're talking about I have shared rooms, nobody's going to feel comfortable in that space, right? Especially someone that's living life and got a little, something to hold on, esteem of themselves. They don't want to be like, oh, I live in a shared room. No, I have a shared suite or a double twin suite. And that's how you package that to make it more palatable for the individuals that you're going to house. Give them some dignity in where you're placing them, right? But again, the different models, Derrick, everybody labels their room configuration a little differently. But for me, it's always going to be either a shared suite, private suite, the private, just private suite, and the private accommodation, and then the private suite, which has an ensuite restroom. The shared suite is normally going to be that master with a full restroom in there. So that's going to be a shared suite because, a lot of times you don't want to lose that real estate of that master bedroom with a bath to one individual because it's normally it's a lot larger. And you can kind of change it up, right? That doesn't have to be twin beds. You can put 2 full beds in a master that's big enough. So that's pretty cool. So that's how I do it, D. So someone's asking a question, and this is a question that the number to get the purpose book to text purpose is 407, and that's the same number that's scrolling underneath us at the bottom of the screen right there. 407-326-0086. So anytime we give you a prompt, that is going to be the phone number. So you can text the word purpose to that phone number. There is another question, and it says, how do we get approved to be a vendor?
You got to stand out.
Yeah.
So prime example, there's no form, ma'am, to say approved vendor. That simply means that when you start this and you do so well at it, they're going to say, wow, let's only call Shawanda. Because that Henry family, they get it. Everybody else is doing this in rats and roaches. So, guys, if you missed my beginning story, I didn't make this up in my sleep. I didn't know what this was. I saw somebody living my dream, doing it the wrong way. I saw a lady doing this, y'all, making 41 grand a month. That's how I got into this, y'all. But she was housing people in roaches and in rats. and she was all my city had. So guess what happens when I come along and bring this product that you see on screen? It's not hard to make me the preferred guy. That just means that now they're going to only call me. They're saying, oh my God, I can't believe somebody actually believe in what this is and going to house people in dignity. So there is no form. In fact, I'm glad you asked that, Miss Shawanda, because somebody's thinking, well, Derrick, is there a form to fill out?
Yeah.
How do I become the preferred vendor? Katara, if you're still here, shout me out. Katara didn't fill a form out in South Carolina to do this. She became the go-to person because, watch this, one of Shay's favorite quotes is, and let me see if she'll finish it, your best ability
is your availability.
Katara's always available. So when I was a social worker, Shawanda, and I would call people for housing, y'all wouldn't answer y'all phones. So I had to go to the lady that had the roaches and the rats.
But you didn't know. So,
right,
so don't beat yourself
and
up
at that time, I didn't know it until I snuck to all of her places and found out. But that lady, I'll admit, y'all, she had roaches, rats. It was terrible, but boy, she was available.
Yeah.
And when I found out it was roaches and rats, I said, oh, shit, I got to get off of this job. I can't be a part of the problem and not get in it.
Yeah.
I make 28 grand a year. This woman just showed me 41 grand a month housing people in squalor. So back to your question. That's how you become the preferred vendor. You outdo the competition. Because watch this, y'all. Here's a secret. And I'm going to say this real quiet. Most people that do this in your city do it the wrong way. So when you do it, you're going to stand out like somebody hit your thumb with a hammer. You ever watch cartoons and it go like this? Womp, womp, womp. That's how you're going to stand out because everybody else in your city do this the wrong way.
Yeah.
So go into it with that mindset. Guys, when we walk people into these places, tell them some of the things that the social workers say, like, wow, I'll live here.
Right.
What are they saying, Shay?
Who were we talking to the other day? And that's it. That's exactly it. You're going to house our clients like this. And a lot of people don't realize, and I had a conversation, the same lady I had a conversation with yesterday. I was explaining to her, I said, what you fail to realize is that your position as a housing provider doing the independent living facility model taught by us, trademarked by us, you will realize that most of the case managers and social workers are just as much in need of this aesthetic as the residents are. I told her, I said, this is not just a benefit to the people you house. This is also a benefit to the social worker so that they can social work. I told her, I said, you don't realize how many social workers have to put on their boots, tuck in their pants legs into their socks, and go out into the woods and provide services. People don't realize that. There are homeless people that are living in tent cities because they don't realize that this is a thing. They don't have the access to obtain this particular housing because somebody like you all are missing in your city to be able to provide that affordable and accessible housing structure. And I was explaining that. I said, this is not just a benefit for you putting a head in the bed. You're also providing a safe work environment for a case manager and social worker. So think of it that way, right? You become a blessing in more ways than one when you enter into this independent living facility space. So just remind yourself that this is a twofold blessing. The people you house, the people that work with them and for them to help them become bigger and better individuals and reacclimate into community. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Mar has 4 questions that came in. So Mar, if you can put those up one at a time for me, please, I'd appreciate that. And Mar, there was a PowerPoint that was made. I think Jess put it together with all of the VAs on it. Do we have that in-house? I want to know that, but I want to answer these questions that came in. So question number 1 says, how can someone start an ILF if they don't own any property yet? So let me give you guys a favor. If you text the phrase HRA to the phone number scrolling below, that'll give you a 14-minute webinar to talk about how you can do exactly what we've been talking about for an hour now, and you don't need the property. It's called the HRA, which stands for a housing referral agent. I teach you how to take the phone call just like we do,
Right.
do the assessment just like we do. But because you don't have a house, you going to call Miss Trisha, who does.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Trisha, got a great guy. His name is James, 55 years old. He get $900 a month. Can you interview him to see if he'll be a good fit for your place?
Mm-hmm.
And if Miss Trisha moved that guy in, you just made a referral fee. You took somebody from homeless to hopeful, all because you used your cell phone, an internet connection, and the willingness to help people. So one more time, if you text the phrase HRA to 407-326-0086, and I'm a nice guy, I'm going to put it in the chat because I'm also slow with my fingers too. So right there in the chat, that's the phone number. Just text those 3 letters. That's it. Not your name, not your city, not, hey, I want to get started, because my system's automated. So when it reads that HRA, I guarantee you in less than 8 seconds, you get a text message. That's a download that if you click that button, you put in your name, email address, phone number, bam, 14-minute video to teach you how to get started in this right now. There is no wait until you get a house. The devil is a liar. So many years ago, Tasha, when God said, Derrick, help the people that want to do this, but they can't go rent no house or buy one, Derrick. And I said, well, how we going to do that? God was like, Derrick, remember that guy that sent you a client many years ago and you was ready to fight him because he sent you an invoice? Teach people how to do that. I said, oh my God, you're right. Guys, many years ago, some guy from a company sent me a client. Dummy me. Guys, don't be me in the beginning days. Didn't read the contract. I was so excited to get a new client, I skipped over the contract, which says, if you take my client, I want half of his rent his first month and half the rent the second month. Guys, I didn't know this. So when the guy sent me an invoice for $400, I was like, this guy sent me an invoice because he sent me something. Y'all, I was offended.
Derrick was mad. He was past offended. Derrick was mad.
But again, calm down, Derrick, and wake up. Because first of all, you should have read the document. Second of all, Derrick, what you didn't know, this is a whole business model. Did y'all know it was companies that don't have real estate and all they do is take calls and look for people like us to house them?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good coaching.
Full business
So
model.
if you get into this, this is how you get into it, and now you charge people. Prime example, out of all of my houses today, I got about 7 beds available. That means for me, 7 times 3 is what, 2,100? I'll pay y'all $2,100 if you can fill these 7 beds. So that's how a lot of people under our coaching get started. You keep making referrals, save that money up. Don't go buy the Gucci belt. Don't go get the Prada bag. Put that towards your rental property so that the people that you now will be housing and helping, they create the Prada bag. Make sense, everybody? So one thing I love about this business, and I'm going to answer these last 2 questions and I'm done. This is a business that God respects because you got to spend money, time, and effort before you make a dime, like most businesses. So if you got the heart to help people, because remember, not because Derrick said it, the Bible says the poor and needy will always be among us. The Bible also says that when you do unto the least of thee, God said it's like you're doing me a favor. So can you imagine that God created something for us, real estate, to be able to do his will, let it be ministry, and allow your family to be able to eat from it? Because this is what we believe in, and I'm moving on. Please, God, somebody put this in the chat, maybe Mar. Please, God, help people be respected by the community and make enough money to feed my family. That's my prayer for all of y'all. I don't want you guys to start a shelter. You can't make no money in a shelter. That's for free. I'm praying for God every day that one day he give me a big old commercial building where I can house people for free.
Exactly. Yeah.
No charge while we case manage them to the ILF model. But today we're discussing how do you take a regular residential property that you can rent it or lease it. Forget buying it for right now. Connect with social workers and case managers, take people from homeless to hopeful.
Yeah.
One more time. Please, God, help people, be respected by the community while you're doing it. But I also want y'all to make enough money to feed your family. Question number 2, Mar. So the HRA, guys, is what's going to help you get started right now with no property. Text HRA to 407-326-0086. Shay, you knock out number 2. What type of people or tenants benefit most from the ILF model?
Any and everybody. I'm gonna be honest. Initially, it started with those with mental health diagnoses, those that were struggling with chronic homelessness due to their illnesses. But then it transitioned from the individual that just can't sustain. Right? We saw such a mass influx or increase, I should say, in rents, and right out of COVID and different things that started happening where people were being hit over the head with $200 and $300 and $400 rent increases when they didn't even expect it. So it went from the individual with a mental health diagnosis to it can be the individual that's working, right? The working individual that you don't even realize is sleeping in their car every night. You go home from work, that person is literally going and parking at Walmart, Wawa, and living there, going to the gym to get a shower. The working adults, right? Those that, like, we have people in Atlanta right now that are housing people that work nice jobs, and they're doing luxury living. They're doing shared luxury living. Big shout out.
Same model, but rich people almost.
Yeah, so they're renting mansions, and they're they're renting rooms in these mansions. And it works very well. So again, you've got the elderly adults, the widow, the widower, those that have lost a loved one and have never had the ability or have never lived on their own in many, 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 many years and don't want to be isolated and living by themselves, right? Those that are recovering from addiction, those that have gone through trafficking and domestic violence survivors. So there's a whole bunch of people in this market that are looking for you for help and for housing. So I hope that helped. I hope that answered the question.
Good stuff. I agree with Shay. Military veterans, elderly adults, or the Walmart greeter that can't afford the apartment in your city.
Yeah.
The guy's son is barbecue, Burger King.
Yep.
Next question, Mar. I think we are almost done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, because it's time for me to go.
Today's Shay's birthday, so we are out of here in a minute.
Hold on. Before you answer that question, I want to say hello to Kathy. Hi, Miss Kathy. We haven't seen you in forever.
What's going on, Kathy and Mr. Ronald? You guys good?
Yeah. Big hello.
So y'all been doing some traveling too. Kathy, make sure you take care of yourself. I've been seeing that. So good job on all of that.
Gonna get you,
no. They're doing a great job. She's taking care of herself. She's traveling and she's changing her city with affordable housing. Like Kathy and them are not like kind of still new to us. Yeah. They're not super old yet.
We gotta
right?
reconnect. We gotta hear from
you guys aren't veterans yet, right? So you guys are still newer. So big shout out to Ronald and Kathy Barnett. Yeah. They're under our coaching from, I think, California.
They're in California.
So we coach this thing anywhere from California to Florida and everywhere in between. We are blessed to serve 39 states. And like she just said, they opened their doors in July. Kathy, just tell the people, when did you guys meet us? And I'll knock out this
Kathy
last
when
question.
she wants to join us live in the studio.
Yes. So Kathy, Katara, and I'm gonna get in trouble because now that I got this thing fixed and I know we can do it, I'm telling you right now, Tia Johnson, check. Katara Johnson, no relation, check. Actually, they might be, you never know. Katara, are y'all related and y'all just never told me?
Stop it, nah.
Both of y'all right now in the chat, let me know. Is Katara and Tia related, but they never told me. Kathy and Ronald Barnett, check. Like, there's a lot of y'all that I want on this thing. Jermaine Mills, check. So there are certain people that's under the DIY and the IMB that we want to interview.
Yeah.
So last question, and I'm going to send Shay off into the sunset. How much can you realistically earn from one ILF home? That's a great question.
Let me do the math.
But it's also going to depend on like where you live at. What do you charge?
I can give some.
I'm going to let Shay give you guys a real world example.
So talk about it first and I'll
mash it. And then Kathy, only if you want to, you can also do that. put your numbers in the chat because you live in California. So I want to show people different numbers from different places. And like Kathy said, you guys, most people do this. Most people get the DIY. They brag on it. They love it. But they say, man, it's nothing like being able to call Derrick. Now, I'll admit, I coach certain people like, I'm going to say Kathy, T, Jory Coffee. I can name a few of y'all, man, that the day y'all meet me, y'all take off so fast with following the instruction that you guys often don't need a lot of me. And that's just a compliment, not to me, not to the coaching yet. That's a compliment to you in terms of what you put in it. You guys, people like Kathy, them, they don't have that give up spirit.
Yeah.
They don't have that make an excuse spirit. They don't have that, well, I stumped my big toe today. Can y'all pray for me and my family that we able? Come on, guys. Like, life gonna happen and not you stumping your big toe.
Okay.
Like, Kathy just went through something serious that some of y'all, it would have knocked out the game. But they kept moving, and that's why they're successful at what they're doing. Shay, on you.
All right. So in my 5-bed, 3-bath, I make about gross is $5,700 after
Here's one of mine.
all of utilities and fees. I clear 20. What was that? I did the math. I clear profit $2,820 a month. That's a profit in that one house. So I profit $2,800 on my largest.
Yep. So
and that's monthly.
Here's an example right here.
And I'm not full. So just so you know, I still have one bed
Yep.
available. So I'm not full.
Yep.
And if I was full, that would, because that doesn't go towards any that bed fee. Literally a room and a half covers my overhead. So that's right now a shared room and a private suite covers my overhead. That is a $2,100 mortgage because I own this property. On the higher end, my lights can go anywhere between low. It's like low for my ladies is about $350. A high light bill is $650. I've seen $650 light bills, ladies and gentlemen.
My guys better not give me no $650 light bill.
Yeah, I have to get new windows in my house because this house was built in the 70s and it still has the 70s windows. So we already know that ain't gonna fly.
So is my other property that I rent. We just happen to have bought that one.
Yeah.
My light bill better not be $650.
But they're guys. Women are completely different.
And we give y'all ways to make it lower with the smart thermostat or the thermostat cover.
I use that. So,
or what Shay did a couple months ago, because I'm in an emergency, Shay went and bought those portable
stand-up
ACs,
units,
not a fan, an actual AC, the portable ones. And guys, they'll blow you out of that room.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that I coach have kind of went to that, to where they turn their main air off during the daytime, and they're running those, and they're saying that their bill is lower and the house is cooler. So I'm just telling people to try that in your place or not. Because if your place is not insulated good, that may not work. But I'm seeing some people that run the air for the first part of the day, shut it off, and then they only depend on the individual units in the people's rooms for how comfortable they want their room to be.
Derrick,
I think that's actually pretty smart.
Kathy, I want to get with you because I think Kathy would be great because Kathy, and Ronald are tapping into other niches. And I would love for them to do a training or just an information session in the community. And tell Ronald that he's going to be so proud of me. I wore my shirt, my new hoodie, the one that I took a heartbeat behind every door. I got it. I got to send y'all a picture. I told Derrick I have to send you guys a picture of that one. So let Ronald know I did it.
Credos, what are you doing Ronald, over there on TikTok, Miss Faith?
So listen, guys,
Faith probably on TikTok and YouTube.
Yep. So Derrick, you've got.
So I got one more question.
One more question, and then you take me out. It's my birthday.
Miss.
So someone's interested. Can I do something
the
for my
Tolliver
birthday?
family? Mar, if you can see, it looks like the Tolliver family wants either the DIY or the one-on-one coaching.
Can I give a blessing for my birthday?
Let's do something special for anybody that wants to move forward today
on
the count of Shay's birthday. And I'll let you guys, I won't even get in that. Let Mar and Shay decide what. Shay, bless the socks off somebody's feet today if you can.
Ooh, let me text to see if my blessing might not be too, you know.
And then what I also,
y'all, I'm in the business of blessing.
Really quickly is Most of y'all can see this on screen that says the 4-bed, 2-bath. This is just a real world example for me in Orlando, Florida. So can everybody put in the chat really quickly, because we haven't done that today, and I love to do that. Where are you guys located? Put city and state, because here's a 4-2 that I charge, because my starting fee is at $740. So if I'm full at 8 people, can y'all see that math? And then right here is the total math. And look at what's the first thing that I'm going to give back to. And I believe that's what causes us to be so blessed. Miss Angela, the Curry family, my folks from Lauderdale and Dallas. Now, I ain't going to push this in your face, but when people say, Derrick, man, what make y'all so successful at this? God first, the virtual assistant team that we use, and it's the software system that runs it all.
Yeah.
Most of y'all think I'm real great, and I am, but I am baloney without God, my team of virtual assistants, and this system that's called digitalflowsolutions.net. 5 of y'all put that in the chat.
Visit the site.
And when we're done, I want 5 of y'all, because I wish it was 50 or 500, but can 5 of y'all that know you need a CRM, a business phone, a website, AI tools to run your whole business? We don't offer websites. We offer a business automation.
Yeah, business automation.
We got a software that automates your whole business. In fact, last Monday, live on YouTube, I talked about how do you automate this thing? Because, guys, I'm not in my housing program every day like I was 8 years ago. Most of it's automated through the system and the virtual assistants, primarily Miss Jess, that runs my program all the way from the Philippines. 12-hour difference. So watch this and I'm done. We give to God first. And because I'm not petty, I round that 592 up to 600. I'm real good at that. So whatever my tithe is, meaning my gift back to God, because we believe all of it belong to God anyway. And you mean to tell me he only want 10% from 100 and he gonna let me keep the 90? Guys, that's a pretty good deal to me.
I'm telling you.
So we believe in giving God his first. My rent is $1,800. Insurance is $70. My lights and water is $350. $300 on a real good month. That Wi-Fi is about $70. And every time they go above that, I'm going to call to complain and threaten to leave Spectrum, and they're going to drop it again.
You ain't supposed to say the
Just
name.
gave you a gem.
Yeah.
So every time your Wi-Fi is about up, well, yeah, it's getting a little expensive. Probably going to have to trade. Have to cancel, y'all. Hold on, man. Let me see to our retention department. They got all kind of deals over there. And we drop it again. Can you look at my profit? Now watch this. We laugh and we joke and play all the time, but I want to be serious for 14 seconds. Most of y'all can get 2 of these ILFs and walk off your job.
Yeah.
Now, if you make 60 and 80 and 90 grand a year, we're going to get you a couple more of these. But most of y'all, if you was anything like me, making 28 grand a year, about $800 every 2 weeks taxed, most of y'all can get 2 ILFs and walk off your job this year. Type the word me in the chat if you desire one day to walk off your job to do this, what you feel like you truly been called to do. Because we believe that if I'm not doing this part that's on this screen, a hole creates itself in my pocket and I can't figure out where all my money going.
Yeah.
Why all my bills short? Why I never have enough? Why can I get past one house? Why can't I scale it to multiple 6 figures like the title says today? How to make 6 figures helping people when we multiply it. Because if I multiply 3,038 by 3 houses or even 2 houses, most of y'all ain't making that per month on your job. I wasn't. I was making under $2,200 a month on my job. So when that girl showed me she was making 41 grand a year and rats and roaches mistreating people, I said, boy, this is going to be a no-brainer when me and God jump in this together.
I love that, right?
When me and God get in this going to be a no-brainer. If this, I say, God, you see I'm struggling. I'm trying to feed my family. And God, I make 28 grand a year. It's not by chance you showed me this lady that make 41 grand a month living my dream. God, you must be trying to show me something. And one thing he told me is clear as day in the beginning, Derrick, Share it with other people though, because if you keep it, that blessing ain't gonna be like what you thinking, boy. But if you get this game, Derrick, go through the bumps and the bruises, and when you and I iron it out just right, and if you go all over the world teaching it and give me credit, I'll change your life, Derrick. So said, so done. Y'all, God has changed my life. I've never been poor, like eating out of a garbage can and sleeping on the street. The devil is a liar, but I never had enough.
Yeah.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul, never having in an abundance. You got a little savings account. Every time you got some in it, you got to go in there and get it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, that ain't no way to live. What about the abundance of life that we're promised? I just happen to find out that it's through this real estate and helping people.
Yeah, you got to
That's
help
why
people.
I say God is a genius. He said,
help
Derrick,
others.
take real estate and help my people. You don't got to be a preacher with no microphone talking about ministry. Derrick, you got a ministry in this housing. So as I close, because it's her birthday and we gone, move at the speed of instruction. Do what God has already called you to do. We got the coaching. First step is to watch our webinar. If you text more info, just those 2 words, you're going to get the webinar and the masterclass link for the 12th.
Yeah.
And they're both free. So no excuses, because what we're calling November the 12th is the day your life will change.
Amen.
Can 10 of y'all put in the chat, my life going to change November the 12th. For some of y'all, it started today because you heard it. So we believe that moving at the speed of revelation, meaning you got it today. So now it's time to move on it. Shay, I'm done. I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake.
Thank y'all for the birthday
That's
wishes.
my wife. Her birthday is today. And as soon as we leave here, we spending a whole day together. We got dinner tonight at Eddie V's. Boy, if you know anything about
That's
Eddie
my
V's.
spot.
Lord
Y'all,
have
I
mercy.
love me some Eddie V's.
So Eddie V's, we'll see you tonight. And then the whole day we got things planned. We're going to go have a good time. Y'all pray by strength in the Lord. Other than that, Shay, bless the people and we out of here. Make sure y'all watch that webinar because that's going to answer 98% of all y'all questions.
I want to answer
And
this
then the
question.
12th, guys, I'm going to spend probably 3 to 4 hours with y'all. Completely free on me. November the 12th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. And Mar will now put that link in the chat so all of y'all can get it. And watch this. Last secret. This class was really only for the ILF Academy.
Yeah.
So join our free Facebook group. It's called The ILF Academy. Mar put that on screen. The ILF Academy. That's who this class is really for. But I want y'all to go if you're not a part of it. So I splattered it all over that page. The link is there to sign up. Mara's going to put it in the chat. Birthday girl, it's on you because I'm done.
Yeah, so the birthday girl's going to answer this question from My Global Adventures. Right now, we have 5 houses. We do not overexert ourselves in houses because we know we cannot. At one point, we had 16. And with coaching, we made it we made it part of our ministry that if you come under our teaching and we have houses in the area, we normally hand them over to those that we train to run. So that is what we do right now. We currently put our hands on 5 houses together, but outside of that, we have other.
I oversee
aspects.
550.
Right. We oversee a whole bunch.
And I'm also partnered with another probably dozen that I'm just partnered into.
Correct.
But also,
So, I want to explain. I do.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to answer this question because I want people to know that once you get into business, the goal is to not always work inside your business. It's to have a business. I don't want to employ myself for that long, right? I don't want to build a business to give myself a permanent job. So the goal is to run a business and find ways to expand that business, not sell the business, but work a profitable equity move in that business. So that way you're consistently having that ongoing residual income. So prime example for us, we still do it. It's our heart's work. So it's not something that we're just like, we ain't going to do it. We're just going to teach it. Absolutely not. Because at some point, if you don't do, you're unable to continue to teach. And that's because things are always changing. We sit on different boards. So we had to kind of maneuver. We had to maneuver because we sit on different boards. We just got added to a new board 2 weeks ago, and that's federal at the federal level. So we have to kind of be available for those things that are happening, right? It's so when you start a business, and this is to all of my entrepreneurs, some people want to work actively in all of their business ventures. What are you doing it for is the one thing I'm going to ask. And what is your exit strategy that allows you to continuously have residual income? So that way you're not relying on government funds and SSDI. And, if you don't have a job that provides a pension, who does that anymore, right? But having that thing that sustains you outside of those, those regular, normal financial tools. So that's what we do. We build our businesses to a point that we can now start pulling equity out of those businesses and not having to oversee those businesses on a day-to-day, but still have that input. But technically, like I said, yes, we do operate 5. We've got our hands in multiple with an equity transaction. And then we, again, partner with others. And we're actually in the process of partnering on a larger scale in the upcoming year, but we're just building out what that looks like. So that's, also, I love that question. So I wanted to make sure we answered it.
And also just to reassure this person, especially if you're new to us, which it sounds like, you will notice that we're not pushy on our coaching at all.
Yeah.
I truly believe that it's up to you to decide to invest in yourself. And there's also that conversation between God and your family. You already know what you've been told in your heart. You already know what you've been praying for. And for most people, that never comes true if you don't take the coaching. But what's really cool is, though, we coach 7 days a week for free. Right? So if you're new to us, ma'am, not only do I tell you don't buy my course if you ain't ready or if you don't feel like I'm your coach, soak up my free information 7 days a week. So Saturday is the only day that we go live at 10 a.m., but every day other than that is 7 p.m. Eastern. So right now, subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Forston Consultants. 7 days a week, guys, I'm giving this game away. You can't find a coach that does that. So first of all, I love to tell people we got coaching everywhere from 0 to 20 grand.
Yeah.
0 is the free coaching during the week. 0 is November the 12th, where I'm going to give you probably 3 to 4 hours of just me. And I'll admit, guys, it's got nothing to do with y'all. I made a promise years ago. I said, God, if you let me get in this, and if it changed my life, I said, God, I'll go all over the world sharing it, and I'll never take any credit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually one of the greatest coaches you can learn this from, because I don't beg you guys to buy our coaching. God takes real good care of us. And what's cool about it, most of y'all are praying for what I also pray for. My prayer is that God bring us the great people that want to do this with a good heart, not like the lady that was making 41 grand a month housing people in roaches. You probably prayed to say, God, I really want to help people. And I love real estate. How can I merge it together? And then bam, I popped up right in your face today. We don't call that a coincidence. So you decide whether you take the coaching 7 days a week for free, whether you get the DIY like LaShante Porter, who y'all heard from earlier today, and like Jermaine Mills, and both of them got houses doing well. Or if you're a little bit of a knucklehead, joking to say that, like me, and you need somebody to hold your hand. You need somebody to walk you through. You need the one-on-one coaching. That's the ILF Mastery Blueprint.
So,
right? And then that legacy builder, that's an application and a phone call, because that's the one that is 20 G's. So free, $9.97 for the DIY, $4,997 for the IMB. That's called the ILF Mastery Blueprint Coaching, and then the legacy builder.
So it's my birthday. So Miss Angela Church asked, are the prices for the services on our website? Yes. So Forston Consultants with an S. So that's FORSTON, ForstonConsultants.com. And you'll see all of our services that we do provide. But today, because it's my birthday, I am going to give $1,500 off of our one-on-one coaching. So Derrick and the bells and whistles. My gift to you all, just for being a part of our family, joining us here, and just again, wanting to do something amazing in your community and impact your people. in your community and make an impact. So super excited about that.
Ma'am, there's another reason why. So you just never know what goes on here at Forston Consultants. But again, man, God bless all of y'all. I'm going to do my salutation now. Then I'm going to let Shay bless y'all.
Yeah. So
and mine quick. I love y'all. Bye.
So if you want to take advantage of the birthday sale, just type into text the word birthday to 407-326-0086 so our team can get that set up for you, and that will give you, they'll most likely send you a coupon code for the $1,500 off that you would use on checkout for the one-on-one coaching. Let me see. So because I'm doing $1,500 off on the one-on-one coaching, I'm going to do $150 off on the DIY. How about that?
Really?
Yeah.
Make it even 200. Why not?
See?
One day sale?
One day sale.
One day sale. So if you guys catch this on the replay, we sorry, but
thank you, Miss
this
Kathy.
is a 1 day sale. So
one
it sounds
day
like
sale.
She's giving $1,500 off.
Yeah.
So that's, can somebody put in the chat, Mar, what is that math off of 4,997 minus 1,500?
Can I tell you, I love Kathy. I miss them. I gotta call Kathy just to call her. I'm like, call Kathy. No, thank y'all so much for the birthday wishes. So if you want the one-on-one 1,500 off, text birthday one-on-one. And if you want the DIY for 200 off, text birthday DIY.
One day sale.
And it's just for today. So at midnight, that carriage is going to turn into a pumpkin, y'all. But again, super excited. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. The phone number to text is 407-326-0086. Excited for another blessed year to continue to do what God has placed in our heart and make an impact, right? People don't realize that we are really doing a great work and that you can join us in doing the same. We can't house everybody. We're not going to attempt to try and house everybody because it's not, we can't. So again, it's to empower individuals like yourselves to get out there and do something amazing, make an impact while making an income. And it was one other thing I wanted to say, Derrick, and I can't remember.
I got something until you think of it.
Go for it.
I never done this before live, but I'm putting on screen right now. And this is not even counting that sale that you just gave. But guys, I've never done this. And Mara, I'm telling you right now, I want this on a slide in my next PowerPoint. I didn't realize that at full price, at $4,997 for our ILF Mastery Blueprint coaching, guys, that's only $13.69 a day. I've never broken that down by the day.
Whoa, wait a
That's
minute.
a pretty cool way to view that. So I'm going to say it like this. Will you let $13.69 stop you from what God has put on your heart and what can change your life? Because not being funny again, nobody in this room can go and get food for two at Chick-fil-A under $13.69. You probably can't get one meal if you add a cookie and an ice cream with it. So I'm glad I did that. Something just said do it, but for $13.69, Kathy just said it. That's a fast food meal. Let's not eat up the dream that God put on your heart.
Ooh,
some of us are eating this.
Hold on, wait. Don't eat the dream. Woo. Kathy, tell Ronald.
Kathy, did we just create another one by mistake, Ronald? Don't eat the dream. Can somebody put that in the chat?
Don't eat the dream.
And can Mar put in the chat what is $9.97 by that $3.65? That's probably less than a cup of coffee.
Listen, Joanne gonna beat us up, D. She said, "Listen, y'all better move." Joanne didn't pay that birthday discount.
Guys, procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something He's already told you to do.
Ronald gave you a due date like he gave me.
That was so powerful. I forgot even what it was.
Don't eat the dream.
Don't eat the dream.
Don't worry,
Ronald. You mean to tell me for $13.69, I can get taught from somebody that went through a $40,000 lawsuit?
Don't eat the
was
dream.
On the Channel 8 News.
Jesus.
And it took me 2 years and 60 pounds to figure it out. Guys, I used to be kind of chubby. But if you move at the speed of instruction for $13.69, I never said it that way. I gotta do that more often. Would y'all let $13.69 a day stop you from creating $5,000 to $6,000 a month?
Don't eat the dream.
Most of y'all can make between $3,000 and $6,000 a month per house. One house.
I gave them
The
realistic
title
numbers
today
on
says
the
how to
houses.
make 6 figures when we scale these houses.
Let me, can I also add this? I want
to
to add this too, Derrick. Not only does this opportunity afford you flexibility, it also gives you opportunity to do other things that you've always wanted to do, right? People think
Leave what Kathy said first.
you stop
Kathy
eating
said,
the
I
dream.
stopped eating the dream. That's how I lost so much weight. I was pretty chubby back in my day.
Listen,
Going to a regular job, 9 to 5, coming home watching Netflix, begging
Kathy,
God to change my life.
No.
It
And
don't
going
work that way.
wait, but also going out on all these lavish dinners with all these reps, right? With all the drug reps and all of them, they feed them real good. Nah, Miss Kathy. Lord have mercy. But anyway, guys, I love y'all.
I'm taking
happy
Shay
birthday
out,
to
y'all.
me.
I'm gone. Happy birthday to Shay again. Oh, and we'll see y'all. Remember, every day at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's the truth.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Monday, 7 p.m. Guys, don't miss it. I give this away 7 days a week.
Y'all.
One thing y'all will never be able to say about Derrick, nobody will ever say, man, well, that guy, he got a loud mouth and he talk a lot, but he don't really teach a lot. Like, guys, I got 1,100 videos under my live tab on the YouTube channel. It ain't a question in your head that you can think of that's not in video form. Most of y'all just want it together in a package, so you ain't got to be searching for it.
Yeah.
Guys, get the one-on-one coaching. Mom Forston, $13.69 a day is what they can pay to make $3 to $6 grand a month from one house. Ooh. You get the coaching one time and get it for the rest of your life because it's in your head once I give it to you. Can't take it away.
Kathy, I'll
now
make sure
unto
we don't
him
the dream
that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown today. God, thank you for the ability to give what you just gave Shay and I. Yes, and Father God, by your Holy Spirit, especially for all the new people, bring this back to their remembrance. God, let them not be able to sleep at night because this thing you put on their heart. Because God, we love you, we love people, and we trying to get into real estate. God, can you make it happen? Because what you done for Shay and I, you will do for other people. God, we'll be ever so careful to give you all the glory, to give you all the honor, and you all the praise. And Father God, can you give us the mind of Christ and an able body to do it with? Because God, sometimes it's hard to do your will if our body isn't able. Sometimes it's hard if we can't think clearly. God, give us clear thoughts. Give us the mind of Christ to make sound decisions. Sound decisions. And Father God, as we're building this dream, bring about the right people that are to help these folks. And God, I call that you remove everybody from the lives of these people that are not supposed to be a part of their journey. We curse negativity. We curse the devil. In fact, we stomp on the devil's feet today and say that these people will succeed.
Yes, Lord.
Because God, you are the author of all things, and God, everything is yours. Thank you for allowing us to partner with you, real estate, and man. Father God, allow these people that when they talk about it in their city, that they get favor from man and then also you. God, and let it work and let nobody in their city try to stop it. Not city officials, not their family, not the government. God, give these people everything they need to be successful. They lack nothing in Jesus' name. And God, one more time, when it's all said and done, we'll give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think. God, that means that you will do above what we even think right now.
Yes.
Guys, we ask you for specific dates for these people. God, will you honor that today? God, will you honor the days that they said that they're going to trust you to do this thing? Mm-hmm. And God, will you make Shay and I the best coaches and the consultants that we can be? In fact, God, Shay and I, we decrease so that you can increase inside of us and inside the coaching.
Yes, Lord.
God, speak through us and allow us to speak like the pen of a ready writer. Allow us to be clear and understood. And most importantly, God, allow these people to be able to move at the speed of instruction because, God, you already called them to it. And what you called them to, you will pull them through. And we lack nothing in the process. Our mind is clear. Our body is able. So God, before these people, some of them even get their LLC, God, we dedicate it to you. This is your program, God. Thank you for allowing these people to run it. And God, we will run it in excellence, and we will change our city's trajectory for when it comes to affordable housing. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. And God, I thank you for my wife. She's a great lady. Allow this to be the best year that she's ever experienced in every aspect of her life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Shay lacks nothing this year. Amen. Happy birthday to her. And God, thank you for giving me that gift. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. If y'all believe that, say amen. Amen. TikTok family, we appreciate you guys.
Hello, this is Dobbs Digital Flow Solutions AI assistant. Don't worry, I'm not one of those boring voicemails. Talk to me like you would a friend. I'm listening and ready to help.
Can you tell me a little bit about the AI with Digital Flow Solutions?
Absolutely. With Digital Flow Solutions, you get me, Dobbs, your AI sidekick. I'm here to chat with leads, answer questions, schedule appointments, and handle follow-ups around the clock. Basically, I help turn curious clicks into booked calls without breaking a sweat. Want to see how I can be customized for your business?
Absolutely.
Great. Let's set you up with a free business assessment to see how our AI can work for you. What's your name and best email so I can book a time that works for you?
Tam.
Awesome, Tam. Could you also share your best email address so I can get you all set up?
test@test.com.
I'm sending you a link right now. You're all set, Tam. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Looking forward to showing you what we can do. Anything else I can help with?
Listen, you are absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Thank you for the kind words, Tam. I'm here whenever you need me. Anything else on your mind?
No, that's it. You have a great and prosperous day.
Thanks, Tam. You have a fantastic and prosperous day, too.
And this episode was brought to you by Digital Flow Solutions. If you are interested in starting your own automations and needing automations to run your business, contact Digital Flow Solutions by texting the letters DFS to 407-326-0086. And our team will get you all of the information you need to make an amazing change in the way you run your business today. God bless, and thank you all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you all, and I love you. Have a great weekend.
See you guys. Don't wait to be great.